Protein is the one macronutrient you can't live without. But it's not just about hitting a daily number. It's about what kind of protein you're eating, when you're eating it, and whether it contains the building blocks your body actually needs to build muscle. One of the most important of those building blocks is leucine, the trigger for muscle protein synthesis. Today, we're breaking down protein timing, types of protein, how much leucine you really need, and whether you should supplement with leucine. It's going to be a good episode, so grab your coffee and let's get into
it. Let's get into it. I got my coffee.
This was such an interesting episode, and I'm honestly so glad I did it for selfish reasons, because in putting together information for it, I learned some things, and it just kind of like clarified some things for me. Again, it's kind of like a common topic with us, and with this next couple of months you're going to get from Candidly with Coffee is I'm tired of people generalizing things and just giving headlines or like a quick bullet point of eat this much protein without explanation behind it.
Yeah. Why?
And the reason for that is because they don't know themselves.
No.
It's all I heard.
Yeah, they just throw it around.
They just throw it around. And so one thing I'm going to tell you guys what you can do. If somebody ever confronts you with information like that, like I heard you shouldn't do this or do that, always put it back in their court. Say, really, why is that? Why can't I? Or what information do you have? And if they don't have the answer, they're not a reliable source to even tell you what to be doing regardless.
So that's facts.
Right? So then you don't even have to worry about it because they don't know themselves. They're just spewing a line item, a headline that they read, but they don't really know anything. So why would you take their advice anyway? So that's my tidbit of the day.
I know.
Because it freaking irritates me. Because usually when someone says something, I'll be like, really, why is that? And they're like, well, I don't know. I just heard that. Okay, so why should I listen to you if you don't even know?
And it's crazy. I don't listen to nobody unless you're in the space or educated.
Right.
So
what are your credentials?
Yes, I love questioning that. What's your education or credentials? Yeah. And have you coached anyone in your life? Because I'm looking at you. You look like you don't even know how to coach yourself. So let's keep it real.
Yeah.
Straight up. Real. I call them out.
All right, you guys, before we get too far down this rabbit hole, because Mike's already hot over here, thank you for joining us on this show. If you are interested in this kind of stuff, because we debunk and dive deep into these topics, then make sure you're subscribed to our channel. Make sure you listen to us also. We're on Apple, we're on Spotify, we're on Good Pods. You can find us anywhere you listen to podcasts, basically. And if you haven't already left us a review over there where you're listening, make sure you do that. It really does help us out. Comment on this episode. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Follow us on Instagram. All the things.
All the things. We're everywhere.
Yeah. We are everywhere, and support our sponsors too, you guys, because
yes,
that's how you help us. You know, we give you this information. It's free. But how you can help us to keep doing this for you guys and spending the time on this is by supporting our sponsors. So throughout the episodes, you see QR codes up on the screen with discount codes, you know, and we don't promote anything we don't love.
We show it, we do it, we eat it, all the above.
Yeah, we do not promote anything we don't love. I usually, if you're a subscriber of my YouTube channel, I'm on the LTK app, which everything I wear and use is linked there as well. So even like my outfit for today, it's an Amazon outfit, head to toe Amazon.
Newport Janine.
Mike's laughing. He says this is the OC Janine.
She's ready to be on a yacht in Newport Beach.
Listen, I wish I was on a yacht in Newport Beach.
Right.
But I'm not. I'm here in studio, back in my old stomping grounds to give you guys some information on protein timing.
Protein timing. Gotta let them know.
But my heart is in OC.
Yes.
We love OC. By the way, if you guys don't know, we recently moved there.
Oh, my goodness.
And we just love it, honestly.
It's a dream.
Yeah.
So.
It's beautiful. It is what California living is all about. I think that when people are not in California and they think about what California is like, I think that their image of California is where we live.
Beaches, palm trees, sunshine.
Sunsets, like beautiful scenery, salty smelling
riding
air.
your e-bike down by the beach, rollerblading, skateboarding, all that stuff, surfing.
Yeah, and we love our e-bike, so we've been loving that. And we're partnered with them too, you guys. Escobar 10, if you want to get your own e-bike.
Yes.
Get your own. You know what? Bring that OC experience to wherever you live. Everybody has beautiful places, no matter where you live.
Of course they do.
Make it a point to find the beauty where you live. There's a beautiful park. There's a beautiful sunset. There's a beautiful
lake,
river.
There's
something.
Find
There's
it.
something. Find it.
It's there.
Find it. If I wish I would have done that more here. I'm sure we could have found some beautiful places, but
you don't like walking in your neighborhood? It's boring. Well, go hike. Go find a beautiful trail somewhere. Go hike. Go find a beautiful park to walk around, a lake.
All right, let's get into protein because it's important. It's very important. So protein feeds muscle protein synthesis. So what is muscle protein synthesis? That is the actual process of repairing and building lean tissue. So, when you work out, what you're actually doing is you're creating like tears in your muscle. So the process of muscle protein synthesis is the repair of those tears. And with the protein and the signals of, that you've given off using those muscles, the repairs happen and the muscle repairs ever so slightly larger to accommodate this increasing pressure and this increasing stimulus that you're putting on it in the gym. And that's how your muscles grow.
That's it.
But if you create those tears and you're doing the work in the gym, but then your body goes and looks for those building blocks to repair and it doesn't have it, your muscles won't grow. In fact, they will break down. They'll get smaller.
Yep. So true.
So I think a lot of times people don't understand what that means, muscle protein synthesis. And that's what it is. It's just the process of rebuilding your muscles, repairing, rebuilding, making them larger. So the recommendation is that you get 20 to 40 grams of protein every time you eat protein, spread as evenly as you can across the day. There's a lot of bro science with that. Like, could there be some tiny, is there a benefit to breaking it out nice and evenly and you're having it consistently every 3 to 4 hours? Yes, but it's so minimal that the process of making sure that happens is so difficult that most people won't do it or it'll be too overwhelming. So it actually results in them not following through. And then they think, because I wasn't able to do that, eat protein every 3 hours, then there's no point in even doing this because I'm not doing it right. So that's what I want to tell you. It's not that important for your average, midlife woman who's trying to build lean muscle and get strong and fit in midlife. Don't worry so much about that. Worry about getting protein in every meal. If you have snacks, make sure your snack has a protein. That's enough. Don't worry about, is your muscle protein synthesis happening?
No. And remember the myth? You heard it. I've heard it back in the day. Like, we must eat protein within 45 minutes post-workout or you're going to start to lose muscle. No, your body's not all of a sudden going to be like Pac-Man and Miss Pac-Man chewing up the muscle.
No,
That's
it's
fake
repairing
news.
your muscle over the next few hours. So as long as you're going to eat within the next few hours, you're fine. You also probably ate before at some point. The thing that is important to know about protein is, unlike carbohydrates and fat, protein isn't stored in the body. So it can be stored immediately in the bloodstream for fairly immediate use. So within 1, maybe 2 hours. So your body will use what it can. It partitions everything out. Muscle repair. It's not just for muscle repair. It's for a lot of things inside of your body. So it uses what it can. Some of it is kind of readily available, like in the bloodstream, but it can't store it like carbs and fat. So you can load up on carbs to get ready for like a marathon because you can store it all in your muscles.
That's called carb loading, yes.
You can store it in your muscles. If you load up on fats, your body will store it as body fat. But there's no real storage mechanism for protein. So that's why there's that kind of that bro science around you always need to be eating it because your body can't store it. It doesn't mean that you can't load up on protein because you're going to use it over the next couple hours. You can't load up on it for days. or you can't load up on it for like, you can't eat all your protein in the morning and that you're good for the day. You can't do that, but you can eat a good amount of protein. You can eat 50 grams of protein. Your body's going to use 20 to 30 grams for muscle protein synthesis. It's going to use another 10 grams to repair these tissues. It's going to put the rest into like the bloodstream. And in a couple more hours, it's going to do some more repairs. That's what's really happening.
Yeah. And I want to go back before we go into the next. Also, here's another myth people say. Your body cannot digest more than 35 grams of protein. That's not true either.
I know. That's what I just said.
People still believe that to this day.
But that's what I just said. So what it's doing is your body digests every amount of protein that you consume. Not all of it is used for muscle protein synthesis.
No.
So it uses the maximum it can for muscle protein synthesis, and then the rest gets partitioned out for other things, for like organ function and all of those things. Some of it can remain in the bloodstream and be readily available within 1 to 2 hours. That's what I meant by that. So that is false when people say that. Also, when we kind of say, because we say this a lot, we tell people load up on protein the beginning of the day. That's not the only reason you eat protein for muscle protein synthesis. If you load up on like 50 grams of protein first thing in the day, there are studies that show that you are going to be less likely to overeat that day. It is also for satiety. It is going to help you with staying full, staying in your calorie intake. So there's other reasons to load up on your protein.
That's so true.
Not all protein is created equal. That's important. We're going to talk about that, the types of proteins. But basically, think about when you at least, all you need to worry about is every time you are eating some protein. And if it's a meal, you should be eating a minimum of 33 grams in that meal, minimum. You should be eating, even if you're eating a snack, it should have some protein in it. So if you're eating throughout the day, maybe even if it's only 2 meals a day, maybe 2 snacks, and every one of those things has protein, you're eating timely enough protein so that your body's not going to break down as long as you're eating enough. But again, not all protein is created equal. So we're talking about complete protein. So complete proteins, what does that mean? Proteins are essential, you guys. It means our body doesn't make them. It doesn't make them. So we have to consume them. And a complete protein contains all 9 essential amino acids. So things that are complete proteins, like animal proteins. Chicken, beef, eggs, dairy, fish, whey. So like a whey protein supplement, that's a complete protein. Egg white protein powder, complete protein. Another complete protein, some plant-based complete proteins is soy, pea, and rice blends are complete. But there's a lot of incomplete proteins that people consume that are not going to help you with muscle protein synthesis unless you consume a combination of incompletes that formulates a complete.
Yeah, like beans. A lot of people eat a lot of beans and think like, yeah, it has protein in it, but it's not a complete protein.
Beans, lentils, grains, nuts,
yes.
They lack a sufficient amount of EAAs. So a lot of times you hear this referred to as EAAs. All that means is essential amino acids. So maybe it has 7, maybe it has 6, and then you have also, and we're going to get into it right now, in order for that protein to help you with muscle protein synthesis, it has to contain leucine. Leucine is the essential amino acid that actually is the key that unlocks muscle protein synthesis. So if you load up on protein and you're not unlocking muscle protein synthesis, that protein it's doing other things in your body, but it is not helping you with gaining muscle. And this is where a lot of people can lack that. You don't need a lot. You need 2.5 grams of your total protein to be from leucine. And most protein sources are sufficient there. The only time people run into issues is vegetarians, vegans, because maybe they're getting protein from incomplete sources. They're, in every sitting, they may be taking in protein, but they're not getting in that 2.5 grams of leucine to unlock muscle protein synthesis. So then it becomes the question, should we be supplementing with protein? For you and I, no, because we're getting our protein from complete protein sources. We're getting enough protein, 20 to 40 grams in each meal, in each sitting from whole, complete proteins, that's going to include enough leucine for us. People that are going to have issues are vegan, raw vegan, vegetarian diets. So that's where you need to be very mindful. Not only you need to be making sure you're consuming a good combination of proteins that's completing the 9 essential amino acids, which means that there has to be at least 2.5 grams of leucine in every 20 to 40 grams of protein you consume for muscle gains.
That's very good information to know, because a lot of people don't know that. They don't understand it. They hear that word protein get tossed around like it just gets old. Like protein. You got to eat this much, but no one understands why.
It's the trigger. Think about leucine as the trigger. So think about it. If you're eating protein, like oftentimes maybe we'll have 50 grams of protein in a meal.
Yeah.
But when we break it down, we're not getting 50 grams of a complete protein. But that's okay, because we're getting at least 20 to 30 from right off the bat. 4 to 5 ounces of meat, you're good. There's 2.5 to 3 grams of leucine in there. Every 4 ounces of like a animal protein is going to have enough to trigger muscle protein synthesis. So we're good with the hero bun that has some incomplete protein in there.
Yeah.
We're totally fine, because together we've got a complete protein and we've got the trigger, the 2.5 grams of leucine. So we're good. And that is why some having this knowledge and just being aware is going to help you not spin your wheels. Like, I eat a lot of protein, but are you triggering muscle protein synthesis every time you're eating protein? That's why you have to formulate your meals around like a main protein source. Ground beef, chicken, fish, shrimp. Do you have like 4 to 5 ounces there? Then you're good. Everything else is just gravy. You're getting enough right there. So you don't have to overcomplicate it, and you don't have to supplement. Now, if you're vegan or vegetarian, or you don't like meat or animal proteins, leucine might be a really good supplement for you to take to make sure that you're triggering the muscle protein synthesis. And you can get leucine all by itself.
Oh, can you?
Yes.
So you don't think they should just go with a branched chain amino acids, BCAAs, supplement with?
You can do that, I think we're going to get into that as well. You can do, and I've talked about BCAAs. If you have days that you're not getting in enough protein, it's good to do BCAAs just to make sure. It's kind of like an insurance.
Yeah,
like exactly. Why not? Throw it in.
It's not going to hurt.
No, it's not going to hurt. It's going to help you in that moment. Maybe in a particular meal, like, oh, this meal's lacking. I got to trigger my muscle protein synthesis, so you could do that. But you can get just leucine and take 2.5 grams of leucine every time you eat to make sure that you're triggering muscle protein synthesis. Because maybe you have protein, but you have a complete protein, but maybe it's lacking enough. Maybe it's got only a gram of leucine, depending on the sources that you've combined together. Again, for most people that are eating a regular balanced diet like you and I, we don't need it. We're getting it. So it's an unnecessary supplement if you are already getting it with your food. Remember, supplements are meant to plug holes. They're not, you don't need to take every supplement for everything. They're just meant to plug holes.
They're called supplement. Break the word down. Supplements.
So for example, a 25 gram, if you're getting 25 grams of protein from whey, you're getting 2.7 grams of leucine. So a scoop of 1UP Nutrition protein powder, you're getting enough leucine.
Oh, from one scoop?
Yeah. So you're good. That is not only, it's a complete protein. It's got all 9 essential amino acids. It's got my trigger. I'm good. So
and that's the hack right there, because a lot of times, even me, I have to take in 180 to 200 grams of protein. I can't do it all in food. Mm-hmm. As much as I love food, that's a lot of food. So I have to use protein powder as a supplement.
Exactly.
At least 2 scoops a day that I have to use.
So chicken breast, 4 ounces of chicken breast, 2.5 grams of leucine. Boom, there's your trigger. You got your protein from there. It's complete. And you got your trigger. See what I mean? Like if you've got a traditional diet, you're good. Don't worry about this. This is a detail you don't have to worry about. But if you are someone that avoids eating meats and you get a lot of your protein from the hero buns and the, whatever
the tortillas and
it's not
biscuits or whatever they have.
You need to be a little more mindful.
Yep.
If you're getting 25 to 30 grams of high quality animal protein, you're good with leucine. So just remember that. So leucine or BCAAs are not usually necessary if you're getting enough. So let's go into a couple other things. Eggs. 3 large eggs has 1.2 grams of leucine. So you need a little more to hit your threshold. So what do you eat when you eat your eggs? What else do you eat?
Wait, what did you say?
3 eggs.
Oh, yeah, I eat like at least 4 to 5.
Okay,
and cheese.
So you
a serving of cheese.
Yeah, so you're good.
Okay.
Yeah, a serving of cheese is going to give you maybe a half a gram of leucine to a gram, and then a few eggs. Like, you're good. That meal's good. You got enough. You're unlocking the leucine, the trigger.
Plus the egg whites. I use egg whites as a supplement for extra protein on the whole eggs to get more protein.
So beans, 1 cup, an entire cup of cooked beans is only 1 gram of leucine. You need to combine it with other sources, which typically you do.
Yeah.
Because you have beans with something else.
Yeah, if I'm going to have beans, it's usually with some steak.
Now, soy protein, 25 gram serving of soy is going to give you 2.2 grams of leucine. So soy is going to almost unlock the trigger, but you need a little bit more. So you want to aim for that 2.5 grams. But usually in combination of what you're eating, it's enough. But it is cool to be mindful of it.
It is.
To kind of know.
Yeah, no, it's interesting. Kind of taught me a couple of things.
So for strict vegans or someone who's just not great at hitting their protein goal, like sometimes you do, sometimes you don't, you should supplement with leucine or EAAs, BCAAs. One Up Nutrition has an excellent BCAA product, has sufficient leucine in it. It tastes delicious. So it's nice to have on hand. I've said that before, actually. Like, it's something that we keep on hand.
I know you say I don't need it, and I probably get plenty of leucine, but I still add a scoop my post workout along with the Clear Nutrition, One Up Nutrition protein powder after post workout.
Yeah, because so if you're eating protein, but you are not getting quite enough leucine potentially, then just leucine is perfectly fine and easy to like unlock the trigger. But leucine all by itself is not effective, just so you know. It needs to be kind of paired with the other essential amino acids. So to me, you're probably better off just taking a BCAA supplement with those meals. Like, drink a little BCAAs with a meal that you think might be lacking.
It's easy on the stomach too, you guys. Doesn't make you feel funky or nothing.
Yeah, BCAAs. Yeah, they taste delicious.
They do.
They taste delicious from One Up. One Up has some such good flavors.
Oh my goodness. Winning.
So good. So midlife specifics when it comes to protein, anabolic resistance, our body is less responsive to protein as adults, as midlife adults, as women in menopause. Meaning, that's why recently I've embarked on a new weight training program. You're actually officially training me, and I am shooting for the stars with protein. Meaning I'm eating more than I need, because that will make sure that I'm not going to lack leucine. I'm not lacking the trigger. I'm not lacking complete protein. I've got more than enough. And like I said earlier in the episode, protein has no storage ability. So even if you're going to throw it over the edge, you're going to overeat. If I'm going to have a scoop of clear protein and it's going to throw me over on my calories, I just don't worry about it because it's all protein.
Yeah, and people worry about that. They worry about if they're over consuming protein. Oh my God, I went over. So what? Your body's going to utilize it. It's fine.
So, because I think about it, if I shoot for the stars, I only need about 125 grams. But if I eat 135 to 140, some of it came from a hero bun. Some of it might have been incomplete, but together I'm good. Like I had plenty of leucine. I had plenty of protein. I'm good.
And I think the way you've been training and pushing harder, I think you need to be on the higher end of the spectrum.
Yeah, so I'm getting like 140.
Mark. Yeah, I think so.
And how am I doing that? Clear protein from One Up Nutrition. It's so easy because it's 80 calories, 20 grams of protein, and it's freaking delicious, okay? So if you have not tried it over the last few months, they changed the formulation. It doesn't have this foamy, weird consistency anymore. It's just a delicious drink, and the sour flavors are unmatched. They're so good.
Yeah, that sour cherry one you got?
Oh my God.
It's good in the yogurt too.
It's delicious. It is so delicious. I'm not even, like, this is not a sponsored post. I'm just saying, like, it has single-handedly helped me reach my protein. So what I'll do, after my workout, I'm get a little hungry, but it's before dinner. So I'll have some ice with my clear protein, and I'll have a few egg whites. And I'm eating, like, right there, 30 to 40 grams of protein. Just right there, just as a barely over 100 calories and just as a little snack.
Yeah.
And it takes me over the edge. And for the day, I'm hitting 140, sometimes even more.
And for you coffee lovers like myself, one scoop, try to get the coconut flavor. protein from Wonder Nutrition, quarter cup of Fairlife milk, whisk it up, throw it in your coffee, and boom, 31 grams right there.
Yeah, so my advice is shoot for the stars with the protein because, at the end of the day, if you're getting, some incomplete, some complete, you're going to meet your threshold. If you take one thing away from this episode, is just think about your trigger. Just make sure you're getting your trigger, which is the leucine.
The trigger.
I bet you anything, many of you are hearing this for the first time on leucine.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's good information. And if you're really again, watch my journey. You guys, if you don't already follow me on Instagram at Coach Janine, Coach.Janine Escobar. I'm on my journey to 50. I turned 50 in January, and I'm on this program to be in the best shape. I want to come in better than I was at 40. That's my goal. And so I'm documenting that process, and I'm not gatekeeping anything. The only thing I've done right now that's different is I increased my protein significantly, and I made that a non-negotiable, even if it means eating more calories for the day. Protein target is more important to me than staying within my calories. I also am not dropping my calories. I am not in a cut. So right now I'm probably somewhere around 1,750 to 1,800 average daily calories, 140 grams of protein. I might go into a cut when it gets closer to my birthday, but we're waiting and seeing. And we are doing real effective workouts. Mike is training me.
Yeah, I don't let you slack at all.
No.
I don't play that mess.
No
slacking.
So
you got to work.
4 days a week, 1 hour workouts, very focused, very dedicated workouts, but nothing crazy. And then I do my steps, 8 to 10,000 steps a day with a weighted vest. And so I'm documenting that over on Instagram. So make sure you guys head over and follow me there. But hitting your daily protein target is important. Make sure each meal flips on that leucine switch. It's what really drives the muscle maintenance and growth, which is what we're looking for in midlife, right? So the takeaway, quality and a little bit of timing is very important, and quantity, and make that protein a non-negotiable. Just lock in on that protein. Even if you don't pay attention to calories, it's going to drop your calorie intake just because of its satiety effects. So don't skimp on protein. On next week, we're going to talk about one of the most overlooked fat loss tools, fiber. We're going to share how much you need, how it helps you with cravings and weight management, easy swaps that boost your intake without making you feel deprived. So we'll see you on the next one.
See ya.